Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Opinions Matter. And guess what? We were going to work right now, and while going to work, we found out something that for the first time, DJI has launched or filed a patent for a very new sort of drone. And while you guys are thinking maybe it's another, like a stabilized drone or no, the project completed 2 years before, but for some reason DJI halted that. But finally, they have again launched a patent about a new drone, which is they are going to call it as a FPV Air, a new remote controller, and new pair of goggles. Alrighty guys, so this is what is happening right now. Drone DJ in the morning just released something that DJI will release FPV drone, goggles, and remote controller, and they filed that. So these are the filing things. So these are the filing FCC numbers that if you guys are really interested to understand the authenticity of it, you can go through these 3 FCC filings. So as we know that before we had this DJI goggles RE, they were a little bit bulky, but this is like more or less the news about the filings of, you can find it on dronedj.com, and yeah, I mean, that is currently the news. Alrighty guys, so if you guys want to understand what FPV, this genre of flying is, it's a little bit different. It's all about, so there are two sort of, the industry is divided into two kind of halves. So the first genre of pilots are FPV freestyle pilots, but there are acro pilots also. So it's like a fixed wing kind of flight nature that is mixed with a little bit of cinematic shots. So that is the reason I have prepared a small excerpt to show you guys how this genre of flying feels. Watch this next 30 seconds, enjoy this next 30 seconds, because this is going to come up for you. And probably in this year or maybe in the next year, we might get shots that we will be able to achieve something like this. I could, in this very small 30 seconds, make you understand what sort of stuff we are talking about. And what we are going to do is that if you really want to know how these shots are made, well, follow my channel, because I've got a lot of FPV setup coming up in the channel. I've been playing around with FPV drones for the last few months or so. And, cinematic acro is what I am going after. Because I think, like everybody's doing those pullback shots. It's getting a little bit monotonous, but yeah, Johnny FPV is the one you should check out, because that guy alone is amazing, inspiring person that will inspire you to enter into this. It was a hobby before, but when DJI touches that hobby turns into a profession. The older DJI goggles, which was DJI goggles RE edition, was a huge box goggle, but they want to make it much more smaller, like the Fat Shark goggles one. So I think this is going to be very, very interesting. The source is www.dronedj.com. DroneDJ.com is now been aired into Verge also. So Verge has confirmed it, Drone DJ has confirmed it. There are the 3 FCC versions. This is just an info video to all my subscribers and viewers, those who are subscribed to the channel. This is not a hoax or anything. So that this is going to be like a modular drone, like a DIY kit that we all FPV pilots we are used to. So basically it is going to be a tough competition for those who are third parties like FR Sky, Spectrum, that sells receiver and transmitter separately. I've got some examples on the left hand side. So probably going to be a totally new flight controller, total new ESCs. And what are the motors, what are the kV of the motors? That's also going to be very, very important, because lower kV motors are more for torque, higher kV motors, they are more for agility and stuff like that. So we're going to see what sort of motors are going to happen. And bi-blade versus tri-blade props, we're going to see what is going to happen with that also. Probably a DIY kit, because that's where everybody's saying that it's probably a DIY kit, which means that you have to build everything yourself. So stay tuned, we are going to get some information very soon, probably in a week or so, and we are going to let you know what will be the ESC, flight controller, KV motors, and what will be the camera in the front. Yep, if you like this presentation, give a big thumbs up, like, and do press that subscribe button on the right hand side probably. And yes, if there is more updates that I receive probably 2 or 3 days later on, I'm having a friend who has confirmed also that they can leak out the pictures very soon about the new unit. So stay tuned. If you have not subscribed, we are going to come up with more news, and we are going to give you a first time updates of what's going to happen in the DJI world. So take care.